So in our problems, the 4 S parameters such as S11, S12, S21 and S22 will be given. We will ask to investigate the stability using K-del test. So K, we know K is the Rayleigh's factor. It is given by 1 minus mod S11 square minus mod S22 square plus mod del square by 2 into S12 S21. Modulus means take the magnitude alone, no need to consider the angle part. So substitute the values and find what is the value of K. Similarly, mod of del is, it is S11 S22 minus S12 S21. Find the modulus, it is given to be 1.58. So since the value is greater than 1, we conclude this to be unstable in nature. But even though it is unstable, we need to find out the regions where the amplifier can be stable, where it is partially unstable. We cannot conclude it is totally unstable, but there might be certain regions where the amplifier might be stable and regions where it might be unstable. Now to find out those regions, we need to find out C in, C out, R in and R out. So using C in, R in, we'll draw the input stability circle. Using C out, R out, we'll draw the output stability circle. And those two circles are used to predict the regions of stable and regions where the amplifier is unstable. So first I found out what is Cin value. The formula for Cin is S11 minus S22 star del the whole star by 1 S11 star minus, this is square minus del square. Now S11 value is given to be, it is 0.7 minus the angle of 70. S22 star means it is 0.7. Conjugate means take conjugate of the angle alone. Minus means take it as positive. Positive means take it as negative. That applies the conjugate to your angle. So this is 0.7. I have taken the angle to be plus 45 because it is star. And del value is 1.58. And when you multiply this, the angle is, what we get is minus 108 degree. So the value is 1.58 minus 108 by mod of S11 square. So mod of means it is this value alone. So it is 0.7 the whole square, and mod of del square is 1.58 square. Now this becomes 0.7 minus angle of 70. Multiply this. 0.7 into 1.58 becomes 1.106. Add these two angles, so it is minus 63 degree. And when you subtract these two values, we get minus 2. And this we have whole conjugate. Now angles cannot be subtracted, so convert this into rectangular form, simplify the values and now take the total conjugate. So this becomes, conjugate means plus becomes minus. So it is minus 0.261 minus j 0.328 divided by minus 2. So divided by minus 2 we are getting the value to be 0.1305 plus j 0.164, and converting in polar form the value is 0.21 angle of 52. So like how we found C in, find the values of C out, R in and R out. So after finding all these values, we can plot it on the Smith chart. Now after finding the values of C in, R in, C out and R out, we will plot them on a Smith chart. So the C in and R in denotes, we are going to draw the input stability circle using that, and C out and R out we are going to draw the output stability circle. But if you see this 0.21, 0.54 are very small to draw on a Smith chart. So we will upscale these values. How to upscale is that, if you take a Smith chart and measure from the center till this end, it measures 8 centimeters. Not only here, in whatever direction we measure, the value is approximately 8 centimeters. So I'll multiply each and every magnitude of this with 8. 0.21 into 8 gives me 1.68 angle 52. Similarly, multiply this with 8, it is 4.32. Similarly, multiply the magnitudes alone with 8 and we have written down C in, R in, C out and R out. So all these values we have multiplied by 8. So whenever you draw a Smith chart, you measure the Smith chart from the origin point to the right corner and see how many centimeters the given Smith chart scaling is. So as per that scaling, multiply each and every value with that value. Now we will first draw C in. So the angle is 52 degree. So see here it is 40, 50, 60, etc. So this point is angle of 52 degree. I've marked it. So after marking an angle of 52, connect the angle 52 to your center. So we have drawn a line. Now angle has been drawn. Now what is the value of the center point there? It is 1.68. So on this 52 degree line, mark the value of 1.68. Right? So I'm going to mark 1.68. So this is 1.5. It is approximately here. So this point which I've marked here, that represents your C in, the center point of your input stability circle. Now what is the radius of the input stability circle? It is 4.32. Now measure 4.32 using your compass. So it is 4.32, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. So measure value of 4.32. Now keep the compass at this center point and draw a circle. Fine. So having this as the center, now I have drawn the input stability circle. So this part is over. We have marked the center point C in. Having that as a center, I have drawn the input stability circle of radius 4.32. So this represents the input stability circle, right? This one is your input stability circle. Now draw the output stability circle in a similar way. See what is C out. So it is 1.68. The angle is 27 degree. So mark 27 degree angle. So 27 degree is, so 0, 20, so 22, 24, 26, 28. So 27 will be here. So join the 27 degree angle to the center. Right? So this point is 27 degree. From 27 degree point, I've connected it to the center. Now again measure C out. C out is 1.68. So using a scale, in this line measure where is 1.68. So this is your C out. So this point is your center point of the output stability circle, and the radius is same as the input stability circle, so I am not changing the compass value. Now having the center at C out, draw another circle which is your output stability circle. So having that as a center, now I am drawing the required. So having this point as a center and 4.32 as the radius, I have drawn the second circle. So this circle is your output stability circle. Now how to find the stable region is that we need to see whether the two circles intersects. So yes, the two circles are intersecting, and second thing what we need to see is whether it covers the origin. So if the center point is covered, this is your origin point which is 0, and if you see in the question S11 and S22 both were less than 1. So less than 1 means the center will be covered. So if it covers the center, the intersection of these two circles represent the stable region, and all other regions are unstable in nature. So as per that, the intersection region of these two circles are, so they intersect at these points. So this region totally, the two circles are intersecting, and it covers the origin also. So this region where the two circles intersect and it covers the origin, that is your stable region, and all other regions of the amplifier are said to be unstable. Fine. So this is said to be the stable region of the amplifier. The other regions are said to be the unstable regions. So I hope you are clear. So in the question, 4 parameters will be given. Those are S11, S12, S21 and S22. Using the values, calculate C in, R in, C out and R out. These are actually very small values which cannot be plotted on the Smith chart. So you have to upscale it, measure the Smith chart from the center point to the right hand. What is the value you are getting here? This value you upscale the given values. So here I am getting 8 centimeters. So I will multiply these values by 8. So this becomes 1.68 angle 52, and this becomes 4.32. Now first locate angle of 52 here. So this is where the angle of 52 is. I am connecting a line from the center to 52 degree. So I first draw a line, and the value of it is 1.68. So from here measure on a scale and see where is 1.68. So this is the 1.68 point. Now having this as the center and 4.32 as radius, I am drawing a circle. This is your input stability circle. Now for output stability circle, similarly see what is the angle. The angle is 27 degree. So see where angle of 27 degree is. Angle 27 degrees here. So mark 27 degree. Draw a line from the center. The magnitude is, once again, it is 1.68. So measure 1.68 and keep a point. That is your C out value. So having the center at C out and 4.32 as a radius, draw another circle that represents your output stability circle. Now to find the regions where it is stable and where it is unstable, so the two circles are intersecting each other, which covers the origin. So if it covers the origin, then the region where the two circles are intersecting, they are said to be stable in nature. All other outside regions are said to be unstable in nature. So we can consider only these impedance values when we design an amplifier. I hope you are clear. If you have any doubts, kindly ask me in the comment section. Thank you.